So, is that back? Are we back? Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody still there? Is anybody still there? Or is everybody gone? Hey, Wraith Vader. Who? Your heroes, you're still there. Good, 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 good. I'm just checking. It's really annoying.
Bits and bobs.
It hasn't fixed it. It hasn't fixed it. I'm gonna have to call my bloody service provider, aren't I? And raise a fault report. That's ridiculous. So it's like every, I don't know, 20, 30 pings, it times out. And that's contributing to drop frames. We shall persevere, guys, but the quality may suffer. And I apologise for that.
Are you doing a dual thingy?
I am, yeah.
I'm going to try doing it without, see if that makes a difference.
What, cut D-Live off, for example?
Yeah, just very good to see what happens.
I don't know if I can do that midstream. I don't think I can because, well, maybe I can, but it's going to restream basically. Right, I'll just run that. Fluff down with the 200 bits. Red 5 with the resub. Thank you both very, very much. That is very awesome, very cool. We are only 10 minutes late into this build, so we'll try and catch up best we can. A possible ingest issue. I don't know what that means, Draconis. On a bank holiday weekend too. Yes, Mr. Hoot. That's the dilemma. That's the drama. That's the craziness. Which sucks, but we'll try and persevere. Like I said, Wraith Maiden down with 300 bits. Thank you, sir. Loving the bit hype. Loving the bit hype. Right, what were we doing? We're doing this space station thing here. I'm gonna move this bloody lump out of the way, just quickly. Oh, can I? Yep, there we go. Oh, thrusters. Let's just that'll do. Yeah, the super lifter is finished now. So if any of you guys on the Foundry want to come and take a look, be my guests. She's there, very pretty, very ready. Oh, there is a couple of minor issues I've got to do to her, but otherwise she's finished. And she'll be on the workshop soon. Ingest is the server that OBS sends the stream info to be broadcast to Twitch, YouTube Mixer, and everywhere else in between. Well, this is going to restream, and then to Twitch. So I wonder maybe it's a restream issue. But in order to change that, I'd have to end the stream, change my stream key and my setup in OBS, and then start it again. So I might do that for the next stream, but for this one, I think we'll just try and persevere on. We've got quite a lot to do to this space station still. Last we were doing the garden and the generator room, fuel tank room, and the backup generator room. Good. Okay. Yeah. So the garden's missing an entire window, so let's maybe do that. That's an unknown command. Excuse me for my throat. What are you doing there? What's that? Why? Get a couple of those, one of those, and one of those. Yeah, we'll start with that. So we did something quite cool with these, didn't we? Let's see, can I get a symmetry mode going here? Yeah, nice. Ah, you're back. Sweet. How's it going? Uncle 7 AM. Is that Uncle Sam? Or should we call you Uncle 7 AM? Because I quite like Uncle 7 AM, to be honest. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I tend to think Uncle Sam's taken, isn't it?
Probably many times, I would have thought. Yeah, it's probably a fairly popular tag. Anyway, how are you, Dragoon?
I'm well. How are you, Spanj?
Yeah, good. And
Enjoying this lovely weather we've been having for the last 2 days.
incredible, isn't it? It's like, what bloody country is this? Because it isn't England, that's for sure. It just doesn't seem right.
So much for April showers.
Yeah. April heat waves. That's what they should rename it to.
Indeed.
April heat waves. Drip, drop,
Uncle
drip,
Uncle
April
7 a.m. says it's his old Quake 2 tag.
Ah, fair enough. Old Quake 2. Now there's a game. There is a game. Wow.
We should do that one of your Friday nights.
I love Quake 2. This is going to be an issue. I've got a walkway going on there. I love the music of Quake 2 as well. Just like that instrumental heavy metal. It was, yeah. Nostalgia. Fin. Railgun for the win. Hells yeah. I love the railgun. I just love running up to one of those, what are they called? The gladiators, I think. And just crouching, looking up, and smacking them with a railgun right under their chops. And they'd go flying. They'd jump into the air. It was great. That was my... I do that with the super shotgun as well, though. That was great. What a great game. This is going to be an interesting merge of sorts. Can...
No, just do it like that.
No, that doesn't work. It's going to have to be a full block. Otherwise, the integrity of the walkway above is jeopardized. That one I can do there. But yeah, there is going to have to be an awkwardness, I'm afraid.
Can you get one of those little triangles on the corner?
No, there's blocks everywhere.
Uh,
I mean, there's a block. Yeah, it's that triangle block there. Is the problem. But then obviously I need that one in order to seal the window cavity. Yeah. Don't see any way to resolve that, really. That might be made smoother by this one. Little bits. Yeah. It's a little bit better, but yeah. Yeah, still
replace that little one at the bottom with the one that you're holding at the moment.
Really? What?
Is that right? See where you put that? I'm watching
block.
a delay, remember? Is that a big one? Oh, okay, I thought that was just like, nah, never mind then.
The big block.
Oh, Spanj has found the undo button today.
I do remember it's there sometimes. Yeah. So sometimes
chat.
I forget.
Cobalt says, "Are you ready to put those XL boosters on the cargo frog?" Is he talking to you or is he talking to someone in the chat? It's a question, so that's why I'm reading it out.
XL boosters. I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. I also don't know what I'm doing because I'm placing plastic on the exterior here. That'll go down well. Somebody will sneeze on that and break the block.
You're right, it will go down well.
Yeah. We got no music. We got no music. I mean, it's not really music. It's kind of like an audio kind of hum.
I can sing.
You can sing, can you?
Can we sing in the background? I'm joking, I'm not going to sing.
The stream thanks you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ow.
Don't pretend. No. Is it the wrong one? Or is it that one? No, we can't remember. I'm pretty sure I was right the first time. No, that doesn't. What block is that? Why am I'm going mental?
Cobalt says he posted it to Spanj on his last YouTube video, Public Enemy #1. his comment about XL boosters and a cargo frog.
Right, I haven't gone through those comments yet. I've had an incredibly, insanely, stupidly busy weekend, I'm afraid, and have neglected the comments section on that video almost entirely. But I will get around to it. I will go have a look at them. So, my apologies. I will respond.
I'm good, thank you, Draconis, and yeah, I get some sleep from time to time.
When he's allowed.
When I'm allowed.
Yeah. Usually he's in his box.
Yeah.
That's all he's allowed.
I'm trying to visualize the box as something made out of cardboard, but it has bars on it.
Right.
So I get to look out. I get to look out, see what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to interact.
Nope. Does this ever, like...
Larian says you don't know. He could have the voice of an angel, but has been shot in the throat.
Who says that?
Is it
Ilarion.
Ilarion? Ilarion, yeah, it's Ilarion. I did get it right.
Yeah. He could, but let's calculate the odds, shall we? Yeah. I'm willing to bet that it's unlikely.
I'm not a betting man, but I'm not going to do it either. Very nice.
Thanks. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do this all the way around, or whether I'm just going to mess this up royally. It's worth a go, though.
No, it's fucked.
Yeah, fucked it. And fucked it. I don't know. Sometimes, like, you know, too many angles is too much, but I think that's alright. I want to give it a bit of a rounded edge. But some right angles are okay.
More of a rounded edge, he says, putting more triangles on it.
Yeah. I could put
That's rounded, that end.
I could put the J Randall block there.
Yeah, you could do.
Actually, it's not even the J Randall block, it's my block.
Spanj block.
Spanj block.
Do you know, I wish I had a 3D printer.
Yeah, why?
Well, because I'd print the Spanj block and we can make it into like a reward and another thing people can purchase. You know, another thing people can own. The Spanj block on a pedestal.
The Spanj block. Another thing people can buy.
I probably didn't word that so well, but you know what I mean? More merchandise. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean,
Merchandise. Cups, the t-shirts.
Yeah. I reckon it would do well. Alright. I do want to. I need to get a couple of key devices installed before I go much further, because they're going to impact the shape and stuff. And the two of those things is gravity generators. The other ones are turrets. I need to get them on at some point as well, so that we know where they are. Gravity generators are an interesting beast, because I've completely and utterly, as per fucking usual, sorry, excuse my language, forgotten to take into account where the hell to put them. Because there's such an annoying shape, aren't they? 2x2. So annoying. So I've got a lot of room up here. I could put them up here.
Apparently there was a game out there that had a gravity gravity generator that would take up one block. Oh wait a minute, there is. Never mind.
Put the grav gens on the ceiling. You know. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. Yeah, no, I'm thinking maybe like here, but one block over, and then maybe building something around it. But I did want to do something kind of funky with this bit. I wanted to take this roof off and then sweep this over on a glass kind of roof and have two towers either side of it. the cooling towers for the furnaces, which kind of limits my options when it comes to gravity generators. Really, the other option is I just go plonk. Really, symmetry mode? Really? That's the kind of shit you're going to be putting on me? What is this? The hell is that? Mate, I'm keeping it.
Well, that solves the space saving thing, isn't it? Really?
There's a space saver, that's for sure. It's now a 3x2 gravity generator. It's pretty good. It's the only base with a 2x3 gravity generator. My god, I'm getting like 30% drop frames.
Well, it's come back again.
Yeah. I will get onto Virgin Media and demand money back. I think. What the hell's going on? No. How much influence do you think that one gravity generator there has? I don't know if it would reach the far end of that hangar bay. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
No, the stream hasn't hung laser, it's just he'd stop moving.
I can't get rid of this gravity generator. It won't go.
Try multi-tooling
It
it.
says container on the retrieved block. It says, yeah, I've got the multi-tool out now.
Okay.
It will not.
Relog.
Here's a relog, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Creative servers. Good fun. 500k subs and Spanj will shave his beard. Yeah, right. I can do that. Make it happen.
It's all on you now.
It's all on me.
No, on Cobalt.
On
It's all
Cobalt,
him now.
yeah. Make it happen, Cobalt.
1976, it's a good year. You have a hot summer that was. I don't remember it, just going by what I was told.
Okay. Good. Let's fuel this place up. Course. Can I have some fusion cells, please?
What were your original plans for the top of the dome thing that you're stood next to at the moment?
Artillery turret.
Well, why not put the gravity generator in their center, build another layer up, then put the turret on top of the gravity generator to hide it?
Yeah. That's kind of what I was maybe gonna revert to.
I'm gonna go back in the box.
Yeah, no need for that. Why does stuff keep turning off? Why does my item menu keep turning off?
Is somebody messing with you on the EAH for this server, do you think?
Well, I mean, any people that got access to that, as I know, is BDC, who's the server owner.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't see why he would. Seems a bit of an odd. What is that? What is that lifting over? You see that? Why is that going up? What are you going over?
That's where the other gravity generator was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's like that block is now broken.
You might need to delete those blocks and replace them. Cobalt asks, with a gravity generator, does it matter which way you mount it? To be honest,
Yes, it does.
yeah. It's up to the gravity generator. If you go in too hard and fast, it don't like it.
Yeah, if you put it on upside down, then the gravity field will be upside down. It's quite funny. See, it happens to a lot of new builders. Kind of like, oh, why am I upside down? Because the other option is I can just put it. I can put it there. Why is it a 2x2? It's such a stupid shape. Such a stupid shape. Let's power you on then. Let's figure out where the gravity field ends. Let's go out of God mode. Alright, we got gravity. We got gravity. We got gravity. We got gravity. We haven't got gravity. It ends about there. Hang on. Yeah, it's literally just there. Yep, that line. Alright, okay. So you can get the entire station with one gravity generator. In which case, I'm going to remove it from there. I'm going to see if we find a better place for it. Maybe in here. Maybe if I sink it down.
Just to let you know, you're about 20 seconds out of sync.
As in, that's
Lag.
the delay on the stream.
Yeah, 20 seconds. It's really high today.
I blame Virgin Media.
I blame Relive.
Restream.
Restream, same difference.
It's a special gravity generator.
Why does it have to be so big?
I know, it's, yeah. It is generating artificial gravity. You can, I suppose, kind of forgive it a little bit, at least, anyway. I don't know. It's
If it wasn't for your windows, you know, the ones that you've put over there to the left, upside down, you know, the
these ones.
triangle ones, the triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say split the whole thing down the centre and add a block. A line straight down the centre.
Hmm.
You don't like that, do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't quite fully understand, I think, but I'm trying
No,
to...
I meant what you're building there.
Alright.
Or were you saying to what I said?
Both, to be honest. You're right, I don't fully like this. Oop.
Yeah, Bobbler has a point actually. Grab generator enclosed in glass always looks good. That gives you more space then.
It does, but again, it's an issue of where in this thing. The central sort of... The central building of the space station is now fully occupied, apart from that space above the furnaces. Now, I can't really put glass underneath it, because then you just get, yeah, you know, woo, a circle. But yeah, I agree, if there was glass above that thing spinning around, it's quite cool. As it is, what I'm going to be doing is probably taking this roof off, like I said before. Easy. And maybe what I can do is build a glass thing over that.
Cobot's in the chat. Funny thing is, I thought a furnace was a deconstructor and couldn't figure out why it wouldn't break anything down. Rum and Empyrean don't mix.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I like that. Oh, one thing I missed from Mustang. Can you put more than one grav gen in? And if you can, what happens if you put two bottoms together?
That's a good point. What does happen if you put two bottoms together? Don't know. Actually, I do rightly know.
My name's not Rita.
What would happen? Would it cancel out?
Would it be like a yo-yo effect?
You
Fall down one way
just end
and
up
then
rubber
fall back.
banding. Yeah, maybe. I should imagine the gravity is from the base of the station in whatever orientation it is. So you'd have upside down gravity below and right up gravity that's above that line. And as soon as you go over that line, it will flip you over instantly.
Cobalt says it would create a black hole.
It's possible. It's certainly. I mean, let's not rule it out, right?
Yeah, that much gravity and gravity wells and yeah. Oh, did you hear them? Oh, that's the point actually. Did everyone hear on the news that they've taken a picture of the first black hole?
Yeah, it's been a meme for about a week.
Yeah, I know. I can believe that. Yeah, I forgot to mention it, lads.
That's high enough, isn't it? Yeah. The drama I want to seal this.
I was just reading what Uncle 7am said. 2x2s are so annoying unless you have a 2-block middle, but then 3x3s become a problem. Fun with blocks.
Fun with blocks. Maybe we should rename the stream that. Somebody else could start up a stream called Fun with Blocks.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Do it in the theme of Fun with Flags from Big Bang Theory. Like, hi, and welcome to Fun with Flags. Yeah, let's do it like this. Now we're talking. Get over there. Get over there. Is that the same? Did I? What? No. That one.
I reckon they should add 2 different types of gravity generator.
Are you round here?
I've just joined, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I heard a clicking of a weapon.
Noise.
And was like, who's here? Who dares?
That's funny, since I log in and my chosen weapon is none other than dun dun dun, a flashlight.
Whoa. Oh, hello, lag.
Like a cameraman.
Nice. MD318. Thank you very much for the sub, sir. Thank you very much. That was very cool. Very cool indeed. I want to kind of carry that on, at least for a little bit, and then seal that off. And then what did we have? We had the little ones, didn't we? And then should this be plastic? It should be, probably. Alright, so underneath you haven't got any glass from inside, but then from this point onwards you will. So if I seal that off now and do the same the other side.
Noise.
Loose! Loose is here and he's resubbed. Thank you very much, Loose.
Nice.
Very cool.
Draconis answers the question about gravity generators. He says the answer to your question is 2 grav gens, butt to butt equals grav cancellation, and you can't move at all.
Grav cancellation. Wow. Sounds like something that would make a Helion crash, to be honest. Doesn't take a lot. Not Helion, Empyrean. Make the developers crash. Yeah. Right, okay. So now we got funkiness to try and blend in some normal glass around that, I think. Armored. Right, but this is all weird angles. Let's see what we can do. The other option is we go for this sort of deal. That's definitely 45, so we'd need these. Maybe we do that. There we go. I'll get there eventually.
So yeah, black hole then is someone's response to the 2 gravity generators butt to butt gravity cancellation.
Yeah.
I think that sounds about right, doesn't it, really? It's like having 2 gravity wells collide, I guess.
This is either going to be really cool or it's just going to suck. It's like 90% of builds, huh? Lou says, back when Spanj and I were in Sin, had a base with several gravity traps. One would shoot the invaders out of the base. Yeah. You did a lot of work to prevent spawners, didn't you, Luce? Spawners, boarders. Some might say a little bit too much. Somebody... Who's driving the superlift around?
What was that?
Are you driving the superlifter around?
Yeah, just drive around you in circles.
Yeah, nice. She's smooth.
Yeah, I turned auto brake off. I'm going like what? When I started off, I was going like 1 meter per second.
Yeah.
Is that MS?
Yeah, MS.
We're not alone, Bunch.
No, it's a multiplayer server. There's loads of people. About
No, literally, we are not alone. I can see 3 green arrows on the on the radar.
Yeah, better be careful there, mate.
Hang on a sec. Yep, yeah, it was good. We're in. It's PvE. We're fine.
Yeah. Don't know why a creative server would be PvP. That'd be funny.
It would, wouldn't it? Elysium has a question. Hey Spanj, would you perhaps do some streams once in a while with Satisfactory? I really enjoyed the stream from the Alpha weekend.
I'd love to. It'd be so good. Yes. Yes, I will. I don't know when, but I will. It's, yeah. I need to play that game. There's so many games I need to just play, but it's, oh my god. I need to finish, what I need to do is finish this current Let's Play I've got on Empyrean, because it's got to a point now where it's so grindy. Like, in order to do anything, I have to grind a ridiculous amount of resources in order to progress to the next stage. Because you guys have seen everything now. You've seen, you know, base building, you've seen survival aspect of it, the building aspect of it, the mining aspect of it, the POI, the shooting, everything in between. And as you know, I much prefer doing my building in creative anyway, so I'm gonna have to add that back in. I don't know how to get around that. So yeah, it's definitely now a point where it's like, okay, I need to finish this in a nice, orderly fashion.
With a big explosion.
With some explosions, that's right. Yeah, but in order to do that, I need to get into the end game, which requires a lot of grinding. And then once I've done that, Elion release Alpha 10.
Yep.
That's what they'll do. They will do that just to spite me. They were like, right, Spanj, finish that, let's play, we can release Alpha 10 now. That's not going to work, is it? That's just going to be an ugly join right there.
You're being joinist.
I am being joinist. Or rather, this build is being joinist. It's been really joinist. What I could do is just take that off and take it down a level. Let's take it down a notch. And then that's not so bad then. I can... But yeah, I really want to play some Satisfactory.
Multiplayer Can you imagine live streaming multiplayer Satisfactory?
It would be satisfactory.
I think it would. Very satisfactory.
Bump, bump, bump. Wrong one. This is a massive weak spot, isn't it? In the whole
Put some
build.
light on the subject.
Yeah, nice. That is one hell of a spot. Like, boom.
Great.
Can we get everybody in the foundry right now to just surround this thing with flashlights? That'd be great. That'd be cool. Thanks, guys.
Wraith Maiden says, bring one window down, but you've probably moved on from that point.
It's possible, yeah.
Larion says, multiplayer Satisfactory is so much fun.
Yeah, man.
We'll have to find if we can find somewhere that does. I mean, perhaps I should ask the chat. Does anyone know of anyone that which companies are doing multiplayer servers or Satisfactory rather running?
I don't know if it's got a dedicated server yet. I think it's just a host, a peer-to-peer host at the moment. That's it. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know, in all honesty, but I would imagine. sorry, I got distracted there by chat. I would imagine that the dedicated server bit is on their roadmap. Perhaps.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, most definitely. If they've got multiplayer already.
Piping.
Fluff.
What's Fluff got to do with
Not as in the person. Very funny.
it? Right. If anybody can hear a whooshing sound in the background, I apologise. That is my fan. It's warm today. I see a blazer. Here they come.
Oh, blimey. We've got ships inbound.
Yeah. Coming to shine the light.
Coming to shine the light. Oh, goddamn copyright.
Is that a song? I don't even recognise it.
Nah, there was a song that's got a lyric in it that's like "Shine a Light" or something, and wouldn't it be great once everyone gets here, just play that song on the stream as we're shining lights on it? But we're not allowed to.
Yeah, no, we might eat into the profits of the giant corporate music industry.
Yeah, the multi-million pound.
Yeah, and that's clearly more important than us having any kind of fun. So, oop. Symmetry. Good. That's not bad. That's one way to hide a gravity generator. Not really hiding it. It's in here, everybody. Here it is. And yeah, its awkward ass shape means that it's off center.
Wi-Fi block. Pull it out.
Yeah. Put a Wi-Fi block there. It's not a bad shout. Oh, cracking. Wi-Fi. Not really much else we can put in here. Put O2 tanks in here or something, I don't know. Maybe just fill it up with like random assortment of blocks to make it look like machinery.
You got lights here now. You've seen this light out here.
Yeah, I know, it's bright. I mean, I'm having to turn off my flashlight. Look at this. AC Blazer in a Spotlight SV. You see this thing? That's brilliant. Did you just make that, Blazer?
I think that's just how his build looks normally.
I like to see. That is brighter than the sun. That is brilliant. Well done, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah,
that is actually really effective.
Really bright. It's very effective. Very effective. Thank you, Blazer. I'm just chucking blocks down right now just to give some kind of like mechanical sense to this place, and I'll texture it obviously accordingly.
Blazer says I've been called a bright fellow and worse.
Now Draconis is here as well. Obviously, he's got a spotlight rig. This is brilliant. This is what you get on the Foundry, you see?
Tempted to go and build one now.
Spotlight rig.
Yeah.
Right, I don't need to add a light, but I will need to add a light at some point for when there is no spotlight rigs running around. There you go. Great. So people come in, the people dock ship, they come in here, they walk down here, and they go, oh yeah, look at this is fun. Look at that missing block right there. Ah, who was the architect around here? God, it's rubbish. But yeah, then they head either towards this elevator here, and they've got, look at these high ceilings, man. That's pretty cool. Let's flip all these round so they're the right way around. Alright, that's right, yeah. Difficult to tell some of them. There we go.
I feel like I want to help.
It's cool, man.
But I got told off last time.
Well, I mean, we need to do... Maybe we can do a collab thing for the next Chill in the Building.
Well, if you want.
A Foundry server special. We'll get everybody involved. Everybody can build a part of something. Don't know what. Have to be something reasonably big, I suppose, wouldn't it? There you go. It's amazingly bright in here. You guys are doing a fantastic job.
I've actually retired from the lighting industry now.
Yeah.
I started something and then people came in, they took over, so I'm like, now I'm retired.
Brilliant. Bring in the station and have people work on it, says Luce.
I was just reading that.
Sorry, what? What's this station? What? I don't understand what we're talking about. What do you mean? What station? No, yeah, it's a solid shout. Damn it, whatever.
Big Feet E says good evening.
Good evening, sir. Done that now, haven't I? Undo. Yeah, welcome to the stream, sir. Thank you for joining us today. I don't think you're going to really be, up here. There's no way up here. You're going to be down here and stuff. But what is this block? What are these blocks? They're nothing. They're nothing. Right, they can go away then, can't they? It's a very flat wall. I want to do something with it. Maybe we can do something here. How many spotlights have I got around now? This is awesome. You see the little red dots? What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes! Love it. Goes up to the SV hangar. Yeah. Yeah, we got some decent corridoring going on. Quite happy with that. That's good. It's nice. Right, so that's the gravity generator. Let's just double check that we got gravity everywhere. The furthest point to the station. So, ground floor on here. Yeah. Definitely got gravity. Other end of the hangar bay. Somebody close the doors. Yeah, I've got gravity all the way in here. Got gravity all the way out here. Dragoon was here, brilliant.
Found it.
Yeah. That's vandalism, that is. Alright.
I only just put that down. You found that really quickly.
It's like you're being far too quiet. You're up to no good.
Damn it. Have to remember that.
Yeah.
Red 5 says, love this build, best yet.
No way. Best yet. Wow.
Has he seen the superlifter?
Yeah, screw you, superlifter. Oh, hello.
You know what we could do?
Hmm.
We could spawn the superlifter into Shattered Realm and leave it in the void, an admin building in public, if people want to go and have a little look around it.
Yeah, well, it'll be on the workshop soon. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we could do that. I'm just like, what do I need to do now? Right, I'm going to add the guns on because they take up a lot of space. They're a big device. But otherwise, all the big devices are in. We've got furnaces, we've got the constructors, we've got storage. Some storage. Could possibly have like a really big storage bin somewhere, maybe. That'd be pretty easy to make. I need to add elevators to the cylinder building, and I still need to do something with this hangar bay because I'm not overly happy with its shape. But the turrets on top are going to sort the flat top bit out. Let's add. I'm going to slap a bloody great big artillery gun here. These are massive. I forget how big these are. Oh, we still got that stupid block issue. Is that no, that's not flush. See what I mean? It's like, what? What is with that? Okay, I got an idea.
It's even affecting me as well. I've just...
Yeah.
It's just one block. It's that one block in the centre. No, it's not. 2 blocks.
Instantly, yeah. It's like really weird. 2 block kind of. What the hell is that, man?
I've had that happen before on a couple of builds. Creative.
These 2 blocks here, and it's. There you go. How do I get rid of that?
Helion, please fix.
Gravity gen is still there. You now have 6 spotlights with 136 hours of fuel. Thank you, Draconis. Superlifter handle as well. Thank you, AC Blazer. Glad you like it. Upside down half block. Yeah, it's from the overlap of the 2 gravity gens, and there's no half blocks in there or anything. How would it? You know, why did it let these 2 gravity generators merge in the first place? What the hell? You're very confused. I'm very confused.
I think we should kill it with fire.
What I'll try is blueprinting it, deleting it, and respawning it in. So
I don't want to alarm you, but someone has just stolen the superlift.
oh my god, you got the actual full superlift thrusters active as well. Damn. Like burning fuel then, huh? I don't know if the blueprint blueprinting process saves the dead block. You know.
That's an idea. Oh.
Oh crap! The vase has gone.
Right, that's it. That's it. End of the stream. It's all
Yeah,
over.
so there you go. Thanks for joining today. Much appreciated. Right, who's ever in the super lift to hold still? You're getting company. I said hold still. No, stop it. What are you doing? That is the opposite of holding still.
20-second lag. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ah. Come back.
Oh bloody hell! Wave Riders just appeared above my head.
I got one more. I don't know if I can get this done to dock actually, because the docking pad on the nightshade is on the back. More fuel, I guess, then, huh? Yeah. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Right, this is going to be a tricky little dock. This is. Can I get it? Hell yeah! Booyah. Right, that's secure. They're out of the way. Try and put myself in the middle of all these spotlights. Spawn. Zip, 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 zip. Bingo. Alright, cool. Can we place a goddamn arty cannon on the roof? Yes, we can. Thank you very much. Doesn't look awkward at all.
Hey, X-Cow.
X-Cow,
X-Cow.
what's up, dude? Welcome along, bud. X-Cow, shouldn't you be streaming right now? Just because, you know, you usually are. Oops. Is that big enough? Yes. Boom, 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 boom. It looks too big for the station, doesn't it? It kind of, you know, it's just like, hi, this is a giant gun. Thanks.
I think you need to fluff it.
Thanks, mate. That doesn't sound dodgy in the slightest.
It does now because you made it dodgy.
Yeah, I may be able to, but then I may not be able to actually. Is there a block for that? There isn't, is there? Not yet. Not yet. 200 new blocks coming in Alpha 10, guys. 200.
X-Cow says he would never parallel Chillin and Building.
Oh, too kind, sir. Too kind.
Respect, that is.
Yeah. Let's go with what that? No. Let's go with mate, when they move all these blocks around, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm going to have to relearn where they all are. And I struggle enough as it is, knowing where they are anyway.
Unless they create tabs.
They will create tabs. I'm pretty sure they're already in there. They've already said that they're being in tabs. But still, that's going to like require some... Damn it, I'm not... Damn it, I didn't symmetry mode. Gosh darn. Do I hear a multi-tool or something going on somewhere? It makes me uneasy. That would be the right block, but it's not the right block. It's the wrong block. There isn't a block. I don't have the block. Leon, I need the blocks now. Send me the blocks. Spend half an hour trying to find the block. Is that one? That won't line up. Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, that block doesn't exist, does it?
No, it doesn't. So, what I will do instead is just use this one. It's fine. There you go, one armoured artillery thing. Nice, that looks cool. Right, that's the artillery, that's one artillery gun. I'll put the other one... I should put the other one, should I put it on the underside of the hangar? That one's on top. So that's got an above firing arc. I think underside the hangar would look pretty cool. Smashing.
What about indenting it by one block? How thick's your floor?
Huh?
Your floor's 2 blocks, or is it 2 or 1 block thick? 2 blocks thick.
2 blocks thick, yeah. Well, I'm going to indent it because I'm going to bring armor obviously down and around it. But the problem with indenting it, like, it doesn't matter so much for the cylinder building because that's going to have nothing important in there. But for this one, it's got SVs inside. The extra armor might be useful because obviously the artillery is going to draw fire. So that's probably good. Does mean that I need to build up. No.
Lucifer says, all these big ships and I'm feeling that envy thing and tempted to log on and spawn in my... Don't know what that says. Don't know. Dracolic? Or the pirate...
Drocolish?
Yeah. Or pirate flagship.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Luce, don't spawn that in thing, it'll kill the server. Dragoon is dropping the ball and not reading comments. He literally just read yours. Spanj, may I have a BP or is that a no-no? Of the super loop. No, you can take a blueprint, mate. It's going to be on the workshop soon anyway. By all means, you can have it early, mate. Just don't publish it. If you publish it, you're done. I'm coming for you. And your dog. I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more extreme kind of slopage. So now that I've just made that all the way along, I might redo it. God damn it.
Well, if I am dropping the ball and I'm not reading the comments, you're welcome to come and take over, Lucifer. But the only issue I would say is the stream is 2 hours and I've never known you to stay in one place without going and get breakfast or coffee. You know, so I think 2 hours might be too long for you.
Now, let's not get into it. Who would be a better chatbot?
No, I'm not. I'm just. He had a dig to say I was dropping the ball, and I just go and get my own back.
Yeah.
It's all harmless fun.
Crap, black screen that says network error. Yeah, it's probably my side loose because what are we up to? 27% dropped frames. Guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's terrible. Virgin Media will be getting a grumpy Spanj on Tuesday. Calling them up.
Well, we just hit just over the hour mark. Did you want to try that thing by stopping and cancelling, or is it too much effort to change the key?
No, I'd literally have to end the stream to do that and start again. So I figure we'll persevere for now, and then for the next stream,
Okay.
I'll have my shit in order.
Sod's law, though, isn't it? Really, when you think about it. Or for those to the west, Murphy's law. That you get your brand spanking computer, it's amazing, it's fully, and then your internet starts being a dick.
Oh yeah. That's
Uh-oh.
to quote Sinatra.
Uh-oh.
Without getting copyright striked.
Yeah. Excal's here. Just logged on.
Did it? Good-o.
I like that. I like what you've done on that. The indents. It looks cool. Don't like that anymore.
Thanks, mate. This is really helping.
Anytime.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to add a bit of depth to some things, you know. I mean, it's like I'll do it to the entire station though, where you'll have parts of it that are, at the moment are completely flat, like these walls, for example. Yes, they're curved, but we will be putting indents and features and stuff in them at some point. This is going to be really hard because we're already messing with different angles of curve and an internal to boot as well, so yeah, it might be quite tricky. But obviously it's easy enough to just sort of have some blocks nicely curved up against this artillery turret, but if you add a little bit more depth, then I think you just give it a little bit more life. To be honest, it's something that I didn't do to the other one, but I will do. You can have a little bit more fun with it on the back because it's obviously a lot more space back here.
I just copy and paste the side.
Just copy and paste what?
I'm watching the stream again, sorry. I'm not actually watching. Okay, yeah, you've practically done it on this side. Never mind. Piping.
Yeah. That was God mode. Just turn off God mode. Fall to my death. You can make, yeah, I mean, simple things like that. You can make a very flat surface look suddenly a little bit more interesting. So,
Texturing with blocks.
yeah, you got it. One of the things I quite like to do quite often is add a couple of these in. A couple of wall blocks at the other end. And then just put this texture in there. Well, not texture, but block, piping block. A bit more piping.
I use the that. You've seen those builds that I did, the ones that all look the same with the points and the nacelles.
Yeah.
I use the same signature type thing on those at the back on the long tail thing. Exactly the same. I like that because if you, like you say, if you texture it with that cable effect,
Yeah.
it looks really good.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Have you put a Weatherspoons on the station yet? Bobbler, no, not yet, mate. There isn't actually much room on the station for restaurants. I think what I'll do is set up in corners of these little greeting areas, because obviously if you've got a CV soft docked up against these docking arms, passengers come in here, and then they'll have they can go straight through to the SV hangar there, have a little restaurant area here, and the same on the other side. I'll have a little elevator down, I think. Maybe not there, but somewhere. And this will be a nice little bar slash waiting area, departure gate type thing. What's going on here? Why is there a block? Why is there a missing block going on? It's the wrong type of block. Missing blocks. Who's painting?
Me.
What you painting?
Just pipes. Don't worry.
Alright.
I was just. I'll put it back to normal. I was just comparing the different versions you can get to get the 3D pipe effect.
Yeah.
There you go. It's returned to normal. I'm sorry.
Thank you. This makes me a little bit nervous.
I wasn't painting anything pink. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that because that's what my
Yet.
instinct goes to. What's going to be pink now?
Nothing at the moment.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not me. Someone else is firing a text to Jan, and that's not me.
Just, I don't mind as long as it's put back like you done. So otherwise I get confused. And like, what? I didn't texture that. How did that get like that?
I like the way we've got a vehicle over here with a load of lights on it that's called Light Camera Action.
Nice. What was that one? Oh, the Wave Rider over there, which is just stupidly big. It's a stupidly big ship.
Hmm.
It's cool though, it's good shape.
Yeah, it is.
Right, so back to turrets. Sorry, getting distracted. Rocket turrets. They're the next sort of mightiest of the mightiest weapons. Gonna have a couple of rocket turrets just facing out towards the docking berth. As a nice friendly greeting to any ships that dock. By the way, this station is armed to the teeth. Cheers. Have a nice stay. Sorry, just fidgeting. And all the knocking and stuff. That's just, fidgeting.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, X-Cow, he's there! How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good.
You sound chipper and, relaxed.
Yeah, here in the foundry,
Nice.
Earth's orbit.
It's fun in the foundry.
It is. It's funny. We both got our own planets, but we built on Earth.
I think, maybe if one day it gets busier, then we might retreat a bit. But for now, it's quiet enough. I think that you can share space quite well.
Yeah.
So X-Cal, I was just telling the stream earlier how I'm a little bit fatigued with my Let's Play.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about yours?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing 0x Prime right now, so that's cool. We got stuff going on there. So, because I'm doing it on Shattered Realm, there's a little bit more, there's more going on, I guess, because it's co-op. But yeah, single player, no, after the 45 hours I did, I That was about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of filling boxes still, right? So
That's it. Drop down.
it's still, it's still the end. It's still the beginning game and the mid-level game. That's the best, and then it does.
I agree, actually. Yeah. Beginning and mid, definitely my favorite. I mean, it's great that you can bring in these great big cap ships and stuff, but they're so overpowered to what anything can contend with, aren't they? So it's just like, well, okay, I won. Thanks.
Yeah,
As
and that's
win.
it. Like, you build these huge CVs and stuff, and then they don't really function in the game. You know.
Red 5 says this station will look good as a sales station on the realm.
Yeah.
As a sales station.
Like Trader Depot.
Oh, like
cool.
instead of J Randall's.
Or
Yeah.
you could replace Midway.
Midway, yeah. Midway was a bit of a rush job. Midway's actually one of the inbuilt ones, just with some added flair.
Mm-hmm.
The CV dock on the outside is what I added to it, but otherwise it's one of the default ones. We're definitely in the sort of the fluff stage of this build already. It's actually pretty good progress, I think.
It looks really good, man. I really like the hallways and everything. Like, I like the shaping and stuff. It looks really.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Yeah, there was some people I was talking about with Shattered Realm saying it would be cool to have individual stores. I guess to where you would like maybe rent from the.
You mean like a vault?
No, not like a vault. So let's say let's say you have this in Midway, and then there's individual.
Cool. You cut out there, bud. Individual what?
And individual stores, and then like a lot inside of it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the user would rent that lot and sell their wares, and just pay the rent, right?
I see. Right. Yeah.
That way they could,
I mean,
like a
there's
little
nothing
more role play.
There's nothing stopping people from setting that up. I don't believe there's a rule on Shattered Realm saying you can't build within the 5-kilometer exclusion zone of an admin base in the Void or Midway. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I mean, it's easy to exploit as well because you could just. It's essentially a PvE area by rule, not by mechanical enforcement, but.
Right.
If somebody was to wanted to set up a store in PvP space, that would be the place to do it.
Right.
I don't know, double check that. I don't think there is a rule saying you can't build within the 5-kilometer exclusion zone.
When you say within the 5-kilometer exclusion zone,
Yeah. Well, the 5 kilometers from an admin base, you need to have weapons switched off, don't you? In the Void and Midway.
I think so. Yeah, that's what it's yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like,
I think there is something that says about building close to an admin base.
yeah, I can't remember. It's definitely worth double checking though, because I might be telling porcupines right now.
Porcupines, yeah.
Yeah.
That's more why I meant, like, have an admin base, but then have the ability to rent like a section of it or something. That way, there's a centralized place where you can trade with multiple traders.
Yeah.
Real traders.
You have some.
kind of fun.
You have some very good ideas when we have these conversations. I really like some of the ideas you come up, but there's a trait and a trend I've noticed with your ideas. A lot of them would require a lot of administration.
You think so? It'd just be rent, just once a month. Right?
Yeah, but someone would either have to check, then that's another spreadsheet, and then that's recording of who owns what space and how much they've paid, and then there's people that have holidays, and there's people that. Do you see what I mean?
I think that's manageable.
What are you doing, Spanj?
I'm still trying to figure out where turret placements should go and stuff. So definitely, I put 4 facing out from the hangar, so the hangar's got some point defense. Obviously, the big arty underneath is more for capital ship counter. This big flat space on top of the hangar bay is just dying for turrets, but I don't want to just turret wart it. I want them to look purposeful, like, you know, they're supposed to be there. Because it's very easy to just go bleh with a turret.
Operate Hoot says I think this is when you guys were talking about the single player, and I think he says what he usually does is when he plays single, he'll play it until he can bring in a size class 15 to 20 that can survive anyway. Once he's managed that, there's no real end game for single player.
Yeah. I think there will be. I think there will be one day an end game.
Yeah, Alpha 263.
Well, I mean, is there really an end game for any survival game yet? I don't think I've ever seen any of these alpha survival games achieve.
Minecraft is an end game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to fight a big ass dragon.
Does that satisfy? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, judging by the popularity of Minecraft, I'd have to say that. Yeah, probably.
Well, like take Fable. You remember Fable, right?
Yeah.
You remember building all the way up, doing all that stuff, and then at the end, like, you know, you're like, okay, great. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like all this. Yeah, that's how like all these survival games are.
I mean, it doesn't need to be an end game. I think what, you know, it's for a certain type of player, isn't it? The you can build and build and build. You don't necessarily need to end the game if you were to defeat whatever arbitrary boss you were to stick at the end.
Right.
But to have one there gives, you know, something for, I think, a lot more players than an open-ended build till you get bored kind of system.
Yeah, I guess the term end game is probably wrong. I don't mean like I want to stop playing. I mean, I want there to be a reason to continue beyond being a hoarder, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I'm
and
talking
multiplayer really should fill that void, and it should be things like trading and stuff. You know, supplying a war effort and things like that. I have this conversation with Miss Box quite often. You know, because she gets kicks from being a trader for PvP players and supplying them with ammo and materials and stuff for their war effort, which is great. You know, that's good.
Well, that's where multiplayer comes in, right? Because it gives you those. You just need more support from the development.
Yeah, at the moment I generally get the feeling they just want multiplayer to die. Yeah, this is zero. I mean, they're adding a new chat interface. That's nice.
That's promising.
That's nice.
Could be something. I don't know.
Doesn't
maybe
fix
they're...
anything really that was broken. The chat interface is kind of underwhelming. Yeah, sure, but it wasn't broken. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe they're destroying to rebuild.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Clearing it out. Yeah.
Let's wait and see. This plasma turret's a bit much.
Because that looks good. Because with any you know, like take Half-Life 2, right? I mean, Half-Life 2 is a great game, but you know, when they released it to allow everybody to just manipulate it and mod it, look at all the games that came from Half-Life 2.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, massive.
Insurgency. I mean, like there's whole games that are now on Steam that were made that started in Half-Life.
Gary's mod was built in 3 hours from the same engine.
Man, yeah, you imagine how much money that guy's made on that. That's crazy amounts. Can he make money on that, given that it's a mod? I don't know. People have to buy it, but yeah.
Oh, well, Gary's mod.
Gary's mod, yeah.
Oh yeah. He's very Gary. Funny enough, he's
Gary.
very comfortable. I think.
Yeah. He's got an easy.
Well, he has his own. He has his own studio now, doesn't he? That's what came of it.
Oh, does he?
Mhm.
Oh shit! Wow.
I'm trying to
Fair
think of the name of it. Face Punch. Is it Face Punch?
Weren't they the ones that did Rust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary's mod guy did Rust.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
There you go. Look at Rust. Rust is thriving still.
doesn't mean it's good.
Oh, it's great for what it is, as long as you're comfortable with it.
I think it attracts a certain type of player to a certain type of survival player, doesn't it?
Oh, that it does. That it definitely does. Yeah. No,
Whereas
I
I think
don't
you've
get
got
on
to
with Rust.
Get on the ground.
With things like Empyrean space engineers and that they're a different type of survival player.
Cat Burglar Simulator 2019. That's what Rust did.
Hexcow, do you think I should put some radar dishes on this?
As long as they're tasteful. Maybe like, as long as you don't like put it on top of this glass or something. Just go, okay.
Oh god, I know. I was thinking down here next to the cannon turrets and stuff. But...
As long as you don't put it on the head of the Nomad, we're good. He made a really cool pyramid. See when the planes are all like the same level, I love it.
Oh, the what? The what? The what?
No, you see all the ramps here. You got them on the same plane. Like they're not changing planes.
Oh yeah. So they're all they're one grade of slope kind of thing. Or whatever. I don't know.
I like this glass too. I was cussing this glass out the other day. You know how I never do cockpit, like open cockpits with glass on my stuff because I hate the glass.
Yeah.
Man, I wish they would give us some glass blocks. Like you know how you have carbon blocks and stuff. You know, just give us glass blocks.
Yeah.
We'll just use all the shapes to make glass. Like that's it. I mean, imagine how cool that would be. You know, like they have that in 7 days. Come on, 7 days, really?
They have it in 7 days. And you don't.
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah,
You don't
come
deserve the glass.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could have like basic glass. I mean, they have that in Minecraft, right? They have different glass in Minecraft. I mean, it's like, come on, just give us the blocks. We don't need these individual, panes of glass.
Uncle Sam says, yeah, the late end game hasn't got much to offer except building more stuff. Hope the upcoming drone attacks will increase the challenge level. I do as well, and I hope that is just part one of
I missed that one.
more difficulty. Yeah, sorry, mate. Because if the upcoming drone attacks and base attacks and stuff like that, I think will make the survival part of the game more challenging. And like I said to Elion, I said, right, okay, these base attacks look great. Just make sure the difficulty curve continues to a point where it actually justifies having the amount of firepower that they've actually given us. Because a base, you can stack a base with a ridiculous amount of firepower with the artillery guns and the missile turrets and the plasmas and everything in between. The drones and whatever troop transports and whatever might else come, hopefully patrol vessels at some point. You need to be able to. They need to be able to contend with some of the best base defenses you can actually lay down, but not right at the beginning, because that would be stupid. That'd be so annoying. Imagine. I finally got a base and a fucking Epsilon patrol vessel and 60 drones comes along. It's like, GG.
Draconis says, "Be right back. Game of Thrones is now on."
Game of Thrones.
Mm.
You're not going to be right back. That's an hour-long show.
Not this season. Not this season, mate. They're longer.
Yeah.
Red5 says, have the Xerex been made harder on the realm? We got trashed 2 days ago in the spaceport.
The Xerax have been made harder. Yeah. Since the last wipe, the Xerax have been their difficulty has been increased. They were far too easy for you lot before. So yeah, they've been buffed. They're just higher level. They're just giant bullet sponges basically now, but it does mean that they last long enough to actually shoot back. So I don't know what to put here, XCow. Like.
I won't
You
be
need some
offended by
circuits
that.
boards, or
I won't be offended by that.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't mean anything by it again.
I'm not a content uploader. You know, I don't build stuff for people. So.
If I can get a bit of an XCal, mark on this station, then it markets even more valuable. You know.
Yeah, and then it'll be like one color and grey.
Yeah, with a yellow stripe. Then,
Yeah.
You know, hey, look at that superlifter over
hello,
there.
it's orange.
Orange,
What?
sorry.
Come on, man.
The superlifter, 2 colors of grey and a yellow stripe. Never say nothing more. I wonder if some, like, I don't know, cooling cylinders or something might be quite cool. Or maybe like antennas or something. But then I've got a massive antenna array planned for underneath here. But Dragoon has been, having fun, it would seem. Radar dishes on the underside there.
No, that's not me. I haven't put radar dishes down.
Okay. I got an idea, but I don't know if it'll work. We'll try it. We'll see. Piping, always with the piping. And then
Red5 says response to obviously the Xerex being harder. He said easy, not for me now. Impossible, one-on-one. Well, that's understandable, but you're on a multiplayer server. So why would you take the Xerex on one-on-one, not on a multiplayer server?
Yeah, no, I know it's not necessarily fair to the solo players. That's the point he's making.
I get that.
I mean, you still get to a point in the game where you're more powerful than any Xerax. Any Xerax can throw at you. So until you're at that point, just try and actively avoid them. I think.
No power in the verse can stop me.
You know the power of the dark side. Is anybody actually excited by the upcoming Star Wars Episode 9? Let's put that out there. Are you excited by it, or are you skeptically anxious?
I'd say I'm excited.
Yeah. Who says nope? Nope. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think J.J. Abrams is naive. I think he understands the issues and what happened with the last movie and everything. So I think he'd probably take all that into account and make something good.
Well, I mean, I like the one thing that I read. One thing I watched was his response to Princess Leia being in it. And they haven't used any CGI or anything. They've actually said that all the footage of her is real, and it was what was left over from the previous film.
Yeah.
Which I think is a nice touch, because I think, okay, it was good in Google thing just responded. It was good when they did the CGI in Rogue One, but I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have fitted in I think, with this new film.
Yeah, they didn't really have a choice with Tarkin. I mean, they could have possibly got a look-alike, but I mean, the guy's a pretty unique-looking chap, so I think that would have been fairly difficult. And the CGI is very good, but at the same time, there's definitely something there that isn't human. So your brain is like, nah, there's something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. Your brain's definitely telling you.
Did you see Captain Marvel though? The way they did Samuel L. Jackson. I thought that was pretty.
Yeah, but that's different because that's CGI on top of that's like face cap. You know, that's CGI on top of person. They did it with Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man 3 as well.
Yeah.
Made him look 12 years old.
They did it with who was it? Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
So why couldn't they do that with? Why couldn't they get a lookalike and do that?
So flares.
That's true. Wow, time flies.
I don't know. I am apprehensive about episode 9, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I think it will be. I mean, let's be honest. Can it get worse than The Last Jedi? Or has JJ been given a free hand here?
Yeah, Darth Maul could be in it.
I don't think so. I don't think he would. But yeah.
You guys had a problem with that in Rogue One or Darth Maul?
No, Darth Maul was in Solo, wasn't he?
Oh, Solo, right? Not really Solo. You had issue with that, or?
I think it's because if you haven't followed the literature of what happened to Darth Maul after he was sliced, then it seems really strange that he would be in that.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
and
he
also,
shows up in Rebels and everything.
But I don't watch Rebels.
But also Darth Maul in Solo, you know, that would be... Oh no, that would be after he was cut in half, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, quite a bit after, actually. Sorry, I'm getting my timelines mixed up.
No, that's fine. You're only human.
Yeah. Fellas.
My opinion, Red 5 of Solo is... It's not as good as Rogue One, but I enjoyed it as a film. What did you guys think?
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed it. I didn't take it as seriously as some people took it. I thought it was good. I thought the actor did a really good job. I really like Lando. I really like Daenerys, and I like everybody.
I'm going to say something that's probably going to shock everyone. I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. I never saw Solo.
Oh.
I really didn't care. I think I was still salty from Last Jedi. I was just like, fuck you, Disney.
Yeah.
I think, I think it comes.
So, what didn't you like about The Last Jedi?
What, the fact that it completely trashes known lore? Ruins
like
Luke
what?
Skywalker. Well, I mean, take the warp ramming, for example. You just ram a ship, not warp, but hyperspace ramming. Yeah. All right. Well, that basically fucks ship-to-ship combat for the rest of Star Wars' future, doesn't it? Well, why even bother with conventional weapons when you can just autopilot hyperspace ships into each other from now on? Job done. Thanks very much. GG. See you later. Bye. Thanks for playing. You know, I thought all hyperspace ships were when they went into hyperspace, they went into a little bubble sort of thing, or you know, a sort of separate subspace dimension like they do in Star Trek or whatever. But no, they just go really fast in normal space. Yeah, which flies in the face of known physics as well. But whatever, it's Star Wars, so we'll let it go because Jedi's. Midichlorians.
Okay, so
the Force.
Okay, so past that, past the.
But you know, Holdo, Admiral Holdo, let's go with her. She is solely responsible for the deaths of hundreds of rebels. Because if you know, all she needed to tell Poe and the other crewmen who were feeling anxious. It wasn't just Poe Dameron who was doing it. He was voicing it, but many of the rebels were feeling obviously anxious in a situation. All she would need to say is, "Don't worry, we have a plan. Not follow my orders, bitches, and stay on course because, yay, purple hair." A good leader would recognize a morale issue and address that, and not just be hammering down the follow my orders, motherfuckers line because she's got a point to prove or something. So the fact that the casino thing, and don't even start me on that, fuck's sake, the whole casino planet thing happened was because they thought, well, they don't have a plan, we need to act, right? So they mutiny against their leaders because the leaders are not instilling any kind of confidence or anything like that. All right, people will argue, "Whoa, it's military leadership." Yes, but this is already a rebellion, so they're already kind of betraying the whole kind of established authority in the galaxy. So we know that they're not 100% followers of that. And quite frankly, you shouldn't follow orders blindly anyway. A good soldier knows that. And
but isn't that just storytelling? I mean, it's not really a problem with the movie itself. It's just kind of like, yeah, maybe that's...
It's lazy storytelling, though. It's just lazy. You know. It's like...
Well, what else? Like, I don't know, the Mary Poppins thing was a bit much, so I kind of tried to look over that, but it was a bit much.
I mean, I thought, obviously, because we knew that Carrie Fisher had died at that point, I thought that, when it happened, I thought, oh, wow, that's actually a reasonable send-off kind of thing, you know, being killed by her own son sort of thing, and then she Mary Poppins away, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I thought it was kind of nuts, definitely. That was
the bit where she pulls herself back inside.
Yeah. You know, you could say, okay, yeah, there's very little resistance in space, but there's lots of debris around. But also, you know, exposure to space will kill you in seconds, and she was out there for a good few more than just a few seconds. So,
I mean, you could say the Force thing. I had no problem with any of that, actually. The Force, I could excuse for all that. But my problem was when they opened the airlock.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, well, wait a minute. It's like, wait a second.
Yeah. It was a double airlock.
That bothered me. That was the only part that actually bothered me. The Mary Poppins thing was a little hokey and corny, but I didn't look at it like it was impossible.
I think the reason they put that in there is because we have known for decades now that Princess Leia is obviously, you know, the sister. If the brother's got Force, you know, connection to Force, why doesn't she? That's why I think they put that in there, so that she had her Force moment. That was it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
No, I get that. Like, I get that they were driving that home, and I think she's probably the more powerful Force user, to be honest. Like, if she was trained. Wasn't she trained in some lore? But it was... Maybe I'm thinking of the Black Horse stuff.
I don't think she was ever trained.
She had a staff or something at some point, and I don't know, it's some lore.
I don't know if you're...
I don't think it's canon.
I think, to be honest, I think we might be going to some of your fantasies now. You know, Princess Leia with the staff, you know. We've already in bikinis. I mean, it's like...
Wasn't she in Jedi Power Battles with the staff or something? I remember it was something. It was either a video game or...
What a game that was, though. Wow.
Right? Oh, that's amazing.
I was always Plo Koon.
One of the best. Yeah, that was one of the best Star Wars games. That was phenomenal.
Jedi Academy.
Jedi Academy was badass. I loved that game as well. Who says the First Order wasn't the government? No, but the Empire was. And that's where they already came from. The resistance came from the rebellion. And the Empire was. And then in the First Order very much wiped out the Republic and was then the most powerful kind of organization in the galaxy.
So what else then? What about Luke? How'd they destroy Luke?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree with Mark Hamill in that one, isn't it? Luke wouldn't just sort of give up and run away. Do you know what I mean? I think he'd probably retreat, regather, and come back. but to just sort of go and hide away. I know it's kind of like, you know, it's exactly what Yoda did, but.
But do you think that? Don't you think that's still possible, or is there some reason why that can never be possible? Like, is he dead?
No, it's definitely possible, but yeah.
I was hoping for the whole Grey Jedi thing. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for the Grey Jedi thing as well. I was kind of hoping that Luke wasn't just there waiting to die, and that he was there to, like, you know, with some kind of plan kind of thing. Like, he knew that Rey or someone like that would come along and he'd start the Jedi Order back up again, and he just needed, like, some kind of backup or whatever, and was figuring out shit, not just like, no, I just came here to die because I've given up. Screw it. Oh, great. Yay, Luke Skywalker.
I get that. I am, unless I'm, you know, missing something, I think it's still possible that he's not just gonna come back as some Force ghost. Like, he's actually gonna still be there or something. I don't know. I'd like to think, because yeah, I mean, I thought it was actually cool. Like, I didn't mind the whole Force fighting thing, right? Like, I was cool with that. But yeah, the whole, like, he's dead thing, like, I was like,
where's this? This light coming from? It's too much. I can't actually see the block. Is that this one here? Spotlight. Spotlight. Can you tone it down a little bit for me, please, bud? Can't actually see the blocks. It's just too white.
well, I think that's the other thing too, what Blazer's saying. But to your point, like, that's to me what makes the original so good, is that Luke wasn't this Mary Sue, right? Like, he was always needing to get saved. He was never the, you know, like, I mean, so when he did shit, it was proper, related to it more.
Yeah.
Whereas with Rey, it's just kind of like, okay, well, what else?
Well, she can do everything. Yeah, that was another big complaint. It was just.
So I'm not really connected to her, you know. I'm like, kind of like, all right, she's gonna do some amazing Neo shit. Even Neo in the Matrix was not a Mary Sue, right? Like, he was conflicted. He had, you know, I mean, yeah, he was able to do stuff, but at the same time, he was really conflicted. With her, it's just kind of. That's why I was hoping the whole Grey Jedi thing would explain that. Be like, okay, it's super imbalanced. We need to bring, you know, it to the center.
Thank you.
And
you're welcome.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And there was, I think, a plot or something somewhere about, like, the Grey Jedi. I can't remember where it was. I think it was the father. Was it in the Clone Wars animated series? I think they went into. I mean, they don't know whether it was real or a dream or whatever. The Order of Raven. Yeah, there you go. It was in lore somewhere.
Yeah. Well, the books were there in the cave. Luke had the books even, so I'm like, he's got the freaking books. Like, what's going on? Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
So I don't know. Something was lost there. Something changed. Something shifted in directing, and then.
Well, Rian Johnson happened.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see where they take it though with the new film. I mean, the name has caused a lot of talk, hasn't it? The Rise of Skywalker.
It's like, well, hang about. I mean, he just comes back to life, or.
But then again, the only way that I can see them getting away what happened in the other film is they do it as they say that last scene of where he went and that was a premonition. It didn't actually happen or something. He imagined it. He's actually still alive.
Yeah, I was jokingly saying to the wife the other day, maybe all of Last Jedi was just a Force vision, and this one starts with Rey waking up with Luke next to her, going, "What did you see?" And it was like, "Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
The direction was bad. The story was all it was bad. Don't take me back there."
Or maybe Anakin finally figures out how to bring people back to life.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Anakin.
Oh, you remember Darth Sidious was, the whole thing was to, he could bring people back to life, right?
Yeah. He could prevent death.
Yeah, that was his whole deception to getting him to become Darth Vader, right?
Yeah,
It's to save Padme and
save Padme,
bring her back to life. And
even though he was the one that like gave him the visions of her dying in the first place. Yeah.
So the fact that he's in this is interesting. So I mean, it all kind of plays a part, right?
Is he in
Maybe-
this? Or
but
was
is
that
he,
laugh just put there because they saw the
Red
remnants of the Death Star? This is the thing with Abrams. He trolls, man. He especially
Yeah,
trolls with the
but-
trailers.
Think about Darth Sidious still being there. Think about, because there's been writing about him having plans to destroy the Empire after his passing. Because as a Sith, he doesn't want anybody carrying the torch for him. He's selfish. Once he's done with it, he's done with it. So he actually had plans to destroy the Empire. So this could be actually him working towards the Resistance, basically taking out the Empire, or whatever. So maybe bring back Luke and destroy the First
Oh,
Order.
what you reckon Sidious brings back Luke in order to take on Kylo?
Yeah.
What?
I'm a
Wouldn't
little
that
bit.
be-
I'm a little bit confused because SKR's saying things that I've never even heard of. So this is what irritates me about it, because there are so many spin-offs and there are so many other bits and pieces. I watch the films. That's all I watch. I don't watch the cartoons. I don't watch anything like that. I watch the films. That's what it's about.
Well, no, that's fine. So, just based on the films, I mean, the Sith to be selfish. There's only a master and apprentice. They're not about they're not about an order. They're not about. It's only their own ambitions. So he created, he ran the clone army, and he took over. Or sorry, he took over the clone army. He had the droid army. He took out the droid army. He converted the clone army and whatever, right? So, and made the Empire, but then that was only for his own ambition. It wasn't so he could build it for somebody else to flourish from, right? So I think it's very probable that he wants the Resistance to take out the Empire just because he's upset that, he's not there to run it or whatever.
Changed the First Order and...
Yeah. And then this whole Snoke thing is the thing that bothers me. Who the hell is Snoke? Is that
plot device?
Was that Palpatine? Was that, is that going to be like, that was Palpatine and he was, I don't know.
Yeah.
Force projection.
Yeah.
I like the whole idea that it was Mace Windu because it kind of looked like him.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I
like
the whole
fan
idea
theory
of that.
as well.
That'd have been cool.
It was a good bit of fan theory. I was like, yeah, that would be sweet. Windu gone dark side.
Yep.
Just imagine when he got swiped through the gut with a sword. Oh, motherfucker.
Doom Noodle just said, "Can someone at me when they're done talking about Star Wars?"
Oh, really? Okay. No, not a fan there, Doom, huh? Shit.
we all can't have the same high standard, so that's fine. We'll let you off, Doom Noodle.
Yeah.
Damn.
What are we gonna talk about? Some Fifth Element or something?
I'll give you another. You said about all this other entities in a franchise that add extra information. It's like we're all familiar with the Lord of the Rings. Now, one of the games the game that I really liked of the Lord of the Rings is it Battle for Middle Earth? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
The RTS.
Battle of Mordor. No, not the RTS. The other one, the Battle of Mordor, where you play the guy who's like shared a soul with a elven guy called Celebrimbor. Now, Celebrimbor was actually the guy that created the rings, but if you're playing this game, it's like, hang on a minute, why have we never heard his name before then? Or why do I not remember his name from the franchise? It's like they just, stuck it on the side of it, saying, yeah, this is the brand new storyline. This is the guy that created the ring with, what's his bloody face? I can't even remember now.
Sauron.
Yeah, and they created it together. He was a forger, and he was an elven forger, and they created it together. And then obviously he turned against him, and that's what the whole, that's Shadow of Mordor. That's it. Thank you. But it's the same thing. It's like extra. It's trying to expand the franchise, but kind of like stitching things on the side, saying, "Oh yeah, this has always been it. It's fine." Just because you've never heard about it.
Right. Well, it's good marketing, right? I mean, it just opens up the ability to sell more toys and sell more spin-offs and stuff. They're
Unless-
gauging interest.
unless you're Star Trek Discovery, which doesn't have any.
Yeah.
That's a sore subject. They might have some now, but when they originally first did Star Trek Discovery, when they sent the design plans to the toy makers, all the toy makers refused because it wasn't in line with the current Star Trek merchandise.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah,
I thought they would give a crap. It was like money, 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 money. Not that it would sell, but you know.
But it's the same issue that the Picard series is having now. They've got to change stuff because people are, some of these contracts with these, like I'm not saying with these merchandisers are saying, well, that's not the traditional Star Trek. That's not what sells, if you know what I mean.
Right.
They're worried that the new style, the new uniforms, the new stuff, all this new stuff that they bring in, like they did with Discovery, is not what yes, you're going to attract new fans and new people to it, but the traditionists, the people, the collectors, and the people that have followed it for years are not interested because it's changed too much. But yeah, they might have toys now because obviously what I watched was to do with the first series, so it might have all changed with when the second one came out, but.
I don't know. I think any of these type of franchises is just scary to try to create content because, social media and everything, like it's so, it's so rapid now versus what it used to be, right? Like on a dime. Like, I mean, you got like Nerdist News, you got all these people just, like putting stuff out immediately, and it's like, dang, movie's not even out yet. People have already formed opinions. They've already, there's already polls on what's going to be what, and it's just, it goes way beyond what it used to.
I mean, Alarion's just said Star Trek Discovery is garbage. Now, I wouldn't go as far to say that it's garbage. I would go as far and say that it's Star Trek for a new generation. Because, if you think of what they had with Star Trek, the original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, then Enterprise, that's all. They've already done it. I mean, if they were to keep it the same, they'd effectively just repeat what they've already done. Does that make sense? I actually like Discovery. Yes, it's got a few holes in it. Yes, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but how it fits into the timelines, but I enjoy it. It does feel like Star Trek. It has a Star Trek element to it.
I think I watched the first episode. I'm not a big Trekkie, though, to be honest. I mean, I've watched a lot of the, I watched all of Deep Space Nine and Voyager back in the day, Next Generation, but I wasn't I didn't really watch the movies ever. The new movies I've watched, but I think it was the last one I didn't like. I like the other one.
I'm curious. Larion's just called Discovery trash again. So I'm just... How much of it have you watched? Is what my question is. I mean, if anything's trash Star Trek, it was the Kelvin timeline. That's trash Star Trek, if you ask me. The films are good in their own right, but
let's blow up Romulus.
Yeah.
And then let's blow up Vulcan. Yeah.
Alternate timeline.
Yeah.
Which has worked out so well because it's like Chris Pine doesn't want to do it anymore. He's quit. He's not interested. So we're never going to get any closure on that timeline whatsoever.
That was inevitable, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was inevitable. How many solar panels I got here? 12. I can get 3 more. Let's put them underneath.
The only thing I say, the only issue I have really with Discovery, just responding to what he's saying in the chat, is it's not long enough. I mean, it can't just, you know, Star Trek TV series should be 10 episodes, or 9 episodes, or 11 episodes. You know, it's
it should be 24.
Should be 24. That's why I'm sitting watching well, not right now, but I'm watching Lucifer at the moment. I'm trying to get caught up on that. Okay, it's not sci-fi, but it has a bit of fantasy to it. It's absolutely hilarious. I really enjoy it. But I looked at season 3. There are 26 episodes in season 3, and I thought, wow, now this is a series you can get stuck into. But a lot of them are following that suit now, aren't they? They're doing it in 10 series slots.
Yeah.
Probably comes down to expense, I guess. You know, to produce 24 episodes nowadays is just too expensive for what they get back from it. Possibly.
Joda, how you doing, bud? Welcome along.
Just in the nick of time.
I think Dragon PC's hit on something there. He says, well, when the movie industry forced SJW ideas into the mainstream movie format, people stopped caring about it. And it's like, yeah, I think movie makers and producers and especially at the moment, Hollywood and corporate bosses of these channels and movie people and stuff like that, they obviously want to avoid any kind of outrage, right? Because Twitter is, you know, everybody's opinion seems to be valid and stuff like that, doesn't it? So you know, anything that can avoid them from getting a Twitter storm, they'll try and do. So what they do is they obviously advocate and push on people these ideals of sort of equality and diversity, which are not bad ideals. You know, I don't think anybody with a sensible kind of brain in their head thinks equality is a bad idea. I think the problem is that it's shoved so far down your throat against your will, when all you want to do is just sit down and enjoy a bit of escapism TV. You know, I just want to escape into this TV show, but it's forcing you to remember what a shitty world you live in. And it's like, well, fucking great. And, you know, there's this whole kind of, you watch this thing and you go, well, fuck, I feel bad about myself now because I'm apparently privileged or whatever, and I'm able to sit down and watch this show. And it's like, I just want to fucking escape into a TV show, and now this TV show is making me feel fucking shit about myself. You know? I think that's, yeah, it's just so fucking annoying. It's just like, piss off with your political fucking activism. I just want to watch some TV. You know?
One thing Ilarian's just said, which I actually really disagree with. He said, to be fair, he hated The Expanse too. Now, I've watched The Expanse and I thought it was, because if you can imagine in this day and age, it's very difficult to create a new sci-fi series because you have Star Trek and Star Trek, Star Wars, so established. The Expanse was really, really good. It was set 200 years from current day, I think. You know, I mean, the first episode, I remember seeing the space station and watching a little mini FedEx thing docked to it. I thought, that's hilarious. That's brilliant, because FedEx still exists in 200 years' time, you know, delivering across the solar system, you know. It was little things like that. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the storyline was, okay, it's sci-fi. It's going to be far-fetched. But I really, really enjoyed it. And I loved the connection that all the major characters had. Bit like Firefly, where the not as deep as Firefly. The Firefly ran for 16 episodes, and you know I was in love with it from the first time I watched it. But
we all were.
I think everyone that's watched it. But
Fox, they were.
Well, yeah. They gave it the Friday night slot. That's like the death slot, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think The Expanse was, you know, very good.
I think a lot of people agree with you. I mean, I've got colleagues at work who are constantly going on about, have you seen The Expanse? I was like, no, I haven't seen The Expanse.
No.
I don't really have a lot of time for TV, unfortunately.
Maybe one episode when you have your dinner, mate. It's only 45 minutes.
Yeah. And then why give that one? Why give that one my time? What about all the other ones that I apparently need to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to watch my Let's Plays, man.
Yeah, exactly.
4 hours long.
We're talking about real entertainment here, Exco.
Ooh, bitch.
I take that back. Your streams are very good. The ones that I've visited.
Thanks.
Only the ones that he's been part of.
Yeah.
I said this to Spanj the other day. I didn't even get time to watch Spanj's videos.
Ah.
It's a cup of tea time.
Yeah.
Hey. Sorry.
I'll have a
Noise.
white one sugar, please, mate.
Right, one sugar. Didn't think you drank hot drinks. You just drank water.
Generally, yeah, because it doesn't go cold. It's already cold. Whereas if I have a tea and stuff, I'll generally forget about it, and then it'll just sit there, and I'll be like, I don't want to drink cold tea, coffee, whatever.
Well, then you need to merchandise an Elion Please Fix USB tea warmer.
Ooh, I wonder if Teespring do that. No.
You can get those tea warmers that are USB, can't you? You put your cup on it, keeps your cup of tea warm. And then you can have Elion Please Fix on it.
Do you know what I've
Stuber
got?
with the sub.
Stuber! Yeah, thanks, mate.
Stuber.
Thank you very much for the sub. Very cool. Much appreciated.
What's hilarious? I just wanted a non-esque dystopia political drama that was sold to me, and not the side step into. Larian's going quite deep with this expanse.
Hey man, you've touched on a subject now that's close to many people's hearts. Apart from Doom. Doom don't give a shit. Team's like, just shut up, just Imperion me up, you know.
I appreciate that support, operator.
I just read that as well. I usually turn on Xcal's vids just as I go to sleep, so video plays till the end.
Nice.
Very
At least you know
good.
you get a good 7-8 hours sleep then, doesn't it?
Hey, fucking up for me, man. I appreciate it.
That's excellent. I should.
It could be taken the other way, actually, because it could be because he can't sleep unless he's listening to the sound of your voice.
Ah, alright.
Yeah.
It's creepy stalker alert.
We have to keep an eye on this one.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you on that. Dark Matter was a brilliant show. I really like that one.
I need to watch that one. I don't think that's the one I've seen either. I'll add
It's
it to the fucking
been
list.
cancelled. It's been cancelled again,
Yeah,
mate.
but-
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. How many seasons did they get out?
3.
Okay, so there's some content there.
Mm. I really liked it because the way it starts. I'm not going to spoil this for anyone because it's literally this is what's in the description. But it starts. You got, I think it's 7 or 6. I think it might be 6 people wake up on a ship with no memory of how they got there.
Oh, so it's lost.
No, because they've got ships. They've got navigation, so they know where they are.
Oh, I think I
Lost
maybe
with ships.
Yeah, I think I maybe saw the first couple of episodes of this, and then they find out they're actually like mercenaries or something, aren't they? And
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
supposed to
something
go
like
and like massacre a town or something, and then they decide not to because it turns out that amnesia gives you a conscience or something.
Well, kind of, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. But it was once you get past. I mean, every TV series has the first few episodes because 1, they're getting into character. 2, the stories are fresh.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, you don't know who the characters are yet. Right, I
Well,
have
do they explain the polar bears or?
polar bears.
The polar bears. What?
Yeah, the whole polar bear thing.
Polar bear?
That made no sense. Lost.
polar bear?
Oh, we're not talking about Lost.
Oh, that's
No, we're not.
Why are you talking about Lost?
I still
How did
don't
you
get it.
Lost?
I don't understand. Explain the polar bear thing to me. It doesn't make any sense.
What polar bear
I
thing?
don't understand.
And then the women couldn't have kids, and then all of a sudden she had a kid, and it was like, okay, that's over. It's like, come on, man. What happened?
I think
You
you
never-
fell asleep.
you never watched
during
Lost?
Yeah, but I still don't know. I still have no idea what you're talking about. And I've seen it all.
Season 1, the polar bear that ran straight at John.
The polar
What
bear.
was that
ran-
about?
Okay.
You don't remember that?
Okay, the final season finale, the end of it. What's the truth that they find out?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
a
So
spoiler
why
for
does it
anybody.
matter what the polar bear means? Because
Because no, it means something. It had a purpose, and it was never revealed what the purpose was. It made no sense.
I think what it was is they were taking it in one direction, and then
Yeah.
they ran out of material. They're taking it that far. They couldn't connect the dots. So they were just like, let's just pretend this happens. I'm not going to say the end, just in case there's anyone out there that does actually want to,
I wasn't satisfied by the end at all.
No,
I mean,
neither
I
was I.
was-
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Because the end didn't make sense when they started doing the flashbacks, and some of them had left the island and they were back in normal. So that made no sense. That made no sense to the end result. So why would they start imagining? Yeah, no, that's
I
like
was
at the
happy
very-
to see the Hobbit again. Though. That was cool. I liked his story arc. It was good character development. That's what made that show good, was character development.
Mm.
And the flashback thing was amazing. And other people have now used the whole flashback thing.
Right, operator who says JJA forgot about it.
Well, no, he went off the show and came. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Stop letting J.J. Abrams off of shows, okay? he wants to do things and then he leaves and other people have to guess what he was doing, and it's like,
Yeah. He needs to. If he's going to do a project, people need to tie him into a contract until the project is finished.
yeah, yeah, that's what has to happen.
Ooh. I'm just trying to figure out where to place these turrets because I'm not quite sure how to get them onto the these solar panel rigs in a nice way. I want them to be retractable like the other turrets, and I want them to just be hanging there. But then these retractable boxes are just so big; they stick out so much. And then they do stupid stuff like that. So I mean, I could build a box sort of cage around those things, you know. Yeah, no worries, Ilarion. Assidious. That looks like an X-Cow build. It's a box.
I see what you did there.
Ah!
I'd be a bit worried if you didn't.
What the fuck is going on with the bloody chair? Oh dear.
Interesting.
What?
With the turrets, interesting.
Well, the
Definitely.
space station is really difficult to kind of arm because you need to give like 360 degrees or however many degrees it is in full spherical.
That's probably why they went with
Coverage.
a round spherical object for his Death Star.
Yes, well, indeed. That, and you know, they escorted it with an enormous Imperial fleet.
Well, yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
Blazer says, "Why always retractable?"
Well, it's a good point. You don't. There's no
Do you know why?
retractable.
Yeah, but do you know why I think it is?
No.
Sound
Because
effects.
that, and for so long we were using non-retractable weapons. So now we're just milking the fuck out of them.
You milk it, yeah.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Hello, you know how it isn't an X-Cow build? Color.
Color and curves.
I do curves now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do curves now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
No. I'm good.
It's fine. All right.
and I do color. One color.
One color.
Not
Right.
plural, just singular. I do color.
You know, you said about once this is done, doing a collab, get everybody on the Foundry to join in and build something.
Yeah.
I just had another. I don't know how this would go down. Instead of chilling and building, do chilling and killing. So you have an hour, 2 teams, an hour to build something each, and then that last hour you fight.
That's
See who-
how you fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
See who wins. See who wins.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to spawn anything, and everything has to be built within the stream.
So we'd have to set everybody up with a bunch of resources and blocks and stuff like that, presumably.
Yeah, that could be done beforehand. Something I could do on a Sunday morning. I could create 2 areas and go and build all the stuff up and what have you. So people don't have to mine. It's just like everything's already there. Still have to make the block and that.
Yeah.
I'm ready when you are.
And then what you could do.
Xcal signed up.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking the way to get 2 different perspectives is you make sure that Spanj is on one team, Xcal's on the other, and you both stream at the same time.
No, Stubert's just given me an idea, right? He said build 2
So-
POIs and then attack each other's POI.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So a little bit of spin on yours is that you each team get a fortress and it's capture the fortress. You got set resources or whatever. You build whatever tanks and SVs or whatever you can with the resources you got, and then you got to try and capture the other's fortress while defending your own. Oh.
Strange says you could start chilling and building creative and then change the game type.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it like teams of 4, like 4 on 4, or like?
So
I think possibly, or just 2 teams, and then however many people sign up to it on the Foundry that are here already on that particular for those 2 hours, or probably do it as a special and do a 3 hour, so an hour and a half building, an hour and a half fighting.
chilling and fighting. I mean, it's a contradiction in terms, but
Chilling and killing.
chilling and killing. I did a chilling and killing once, didn't I?
I think you did, yeah.
I think I did an episode. It's when I had a cold or something, and I just hit some POIs and put some music to 40 verse 40 Strange Brews. You mad lad, you absolute mad lad. 40.
Find us a server that's gonna be comfortable with 80 people
Yeah. On one playfield. Yeah.
on one
It's a
play.
hard- It's a hard pass for me.
40, damn.
What about 4 teams of 6? Alliances allowed.
4 teams of 6. No, not 4, 3. So it's 3's a real bitch of a PvP number because it's whereas 4 you could just end up with 2 battles between 2. Whereas 3 you've always got the other team to worry about. If you're attacking first, then you might open yourself up to the other team to attack you while you're attacking the other one and they're defending, you know. So it's all strategy and stuff. It's crazy.
I already got my team. Let's go.
Strange says, I'm screwed, I'm in a one-man faction, King of the Hill. If you do it with POIs, how do you govern what, things like, would you let people spawn stuff in, or have they still got to build their attack? Because obviously POI, you've then got to go to it, whereas obviously, if you did it, say like an event with just 2 teams and it was ship versus ship, then you get an hour and a half in creative, and then we can get in like a size class 2 planet that's PvP survival, so then everyone
I like the
spawn
whole
in.
POI thing, but yeah, obviously you want stuff to attack the POIs. Obviously, you're not gonna attack it on foot, so
Yeah,
you
but-
gotta kind of build a POI and a vessel.
And there's gonna be a lot, depending on how many resources everyone is given.
Well, nobody's saying it has to be anything big, right? I mean, obviously you'd have to manage that based on what you think you could pull off. Maybe you got a 4-man team, 2 people on the base, 2 people on building a couple vessels to fight in. Obviously, probably be a co-op attack, 2 people in 1 vessel, 1 as a gunner. It would force us to kind of play this as a team, which I think is something that's not, normally everybody has their own vessel, right? Like how many people actually play as a team? We build these vessels with gunner seats and, you're always just soloing in it. So this would be kind of cool to force people to do that.
Definitely. Operator Hooch just listening. He said a monster CV per team and only allowed 1 turret per player. Each player controls a turret. So it'd be like a massive CV battle, but then every player's in a ship, in a seat inside the ship, controlling a turret.
Problem with CVs is that the latency thing. There's so much going on, and then you're all in the same. Just to when we went to the Xerax homeworld in a CV, like even that was a lot. Like people, I was desyncing. I was, what I mean. So there, at least when we're in a smaller vessel or something not so big, I think it's a little easier. I like the whole base thing. I like the whole base idea, and then just have like a, if you build an HV or an SV or whatever, I mean, you'd have to worry about ammo, or can we just have the ammo, right? We'd probably have ammo and stuff already. We just have to build it, so we're not worried.
Yeah, we can kit it up so that every team gets a certain amount of reserve. Reserve ammo. I'm thinking what we could do is run the test server that we use. I could probably run a test on there and use, because EAH can do what's that thing? What does it call it? Events. EAH can run events, so we could actually get EAH to record stuff. So it records who kills, and it will actually tell you who the winner is at the end, because it would be classed as an event. But we could do this on a test server with that EAH, possibly, on a size class 2 planet. There's nothing else. It's literally just that in the scenario. Everyone gets an hour and a half building time in creative, and then come in, spawn in the vehicles and whatever, or the POIs, and away you go, sort of thing. Turn off weights and volumes. We don't need all that for the event and what have you. It'd just be standard.
What? No, way too volume. Gotta promote.
Gotta have this handicap.
Well, what would be the point of weights and volumes for a battle? It's not gonna.
Everything. It's reflecting what the game is. I mean, it's kind of the standard now, right?
Not yet. It's not default.
Yeah, but we should be progressive enough to. I don't know.
Just out of
That's just
curiosity.
my philosophy. For promoting the game, we should probably promote it intended state.
No, I'm kind of with Excal on that one. I think.
Yeah, I do. He's got a valid point.
It's another element of difficulty, which challenges the build.
Yeah, because it is good feedback, right, for the developers.
This is triggering me to the next dimension. Doom, why? Oh, is it buffering? No. I'm up to what? I'm up to 30% drop frames. Yeah, no, it's definitely my internet, dude. Sorry. Yeah, I did say at the beginning of the stream, but
Pistols only.
Yeah, my I'll be raising a support thing with my ISP and giving them a piece of my mind. Considering how much money I'm paying them, this is pretty So I apologise for the triggering ring. Yes, it's just not green; it's blue. Oh. Oh, that's not worked well, has it? Oh no! It's gonna be taken at the other side. Oh crap!
Just out of curiosity, how long are you going for tonight?
Not much longer, dude. Not much longer.
No worries.
I just want to get these guns in place.
That's fair enough. It's just I'm at work in the morning, so.
My apologies. Yeah, my symmetry mode backfired big style there.
Good job we weren't talking about a server, Larion, that you would be weights and volumes. We were just talking about something for an event.
They were trying to take over my streams. That's what they're talking about.
Is that what?
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 What are you talking about?
I don't know. Nothing.
Okay. I'll get back in my box then.
So it works on this side because obviously there's not a massive thing in the way. But yeah, on the other side, it's not happy. Don't get that. Definitely get that. Is this gonna work? Yeah, it should do. Might have to rotate the guns a bit.
Wow, you really messed that up, didn't you?
What?
joking, it's fun.
Well, that's a little bit messed up. Oh god. There you go.
Can someone at me somewhere in Discord next week for Chillin and Building? Doom Noodle says. So he's actually on time for once.
Yeah, I'll
Should
tell
get
you what.
notifications. You don't get notifications on his.
The
should
bot.
be on his Twitch.
Yeah, but the bot is probably about 10 minutes behind. So what I'll do is I'll pop an announcement next time. Yeah, I was running really late today. I only just managed to get onto my computer in time. But yeah, hopefully next week. Wait, next week something just twigged. Something about next week.
Yeah, is
There's
that what I think you're talking about?
There's something on next week. Yeah, I might not be able to chill and build next week at all. Is the thing. I think is the thing. So yeah, I'll let you know in Discord if that's the case. But yeah, I think there is a thing going on next weekend.
Are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
Yeah, possibly, but also something else.
Okay.
I might not even be able to make that, which would suck. But
yeah,
something else as well.
Okay, mate.
Because the dates are confusing. He's definitely on about the Sunday, isn't he? But I don't know.
Well, I think he's changed it because we'll talk about it later.
There's still a lot of flat surfaces and stuff that I need to do something with, in order to just brighten this up a bit. But we've still got some guns. We've still got a number of laser turrets that we could place. So we've only got 5 there, and we can have 10. So we can have another 5 laser turrets somewhere. Quite sure where to put them. The only drama. We've only got 4 rocket turrets on the bottom of the base. So I'm thinking that there's... Well, you got your flak there as well as an arty pointing down. Laser turrets are there. We've got pretty good gun depression, so... It's the weakest defense is probably from this angle. Is the side on where you've only got 2 laser turrets. Maybe those rockets, but they might not have the gun depression. Again, with those flaks, might not have the gun depression. You've got a rocket turret right there. That cannon turret probably won't have the gun elevation. So maybe if I can get another couple of laser turrets facing, or even plasma turrets maybe, facing out, I might be able to suspend them off the bottom of these balconies maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, need to figure that out, need to think about that.
You see where I am?
Not really. There's...
Go underneath. I think it might be the other side. You know the bits that come out, what do you call them?
The solar panels?
Where are you?
I'm underneath by the solar panels. I can't see you, mate. I don't know where you are.
I was just literally by the centre. I'm right. I'm floating around above the solar panels. There you are. Right, so you've got a direct line of sight out from this bit here. You'd get a turret on there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, on the underside of the things, but interferes with the view out the garden. But only when they're deployed, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Because I noticed that they were they're 3 width, aren't they? And that's what most of
Yeah.
the turrets are.
Could definitely get them on there. It's a good shout. Alright. Blueprinted. So I'm going to call it there, guys. I think we've made some pretty damn good progress today. This thing's shaping up pretty nicely. We've got some fluff on there. Finally, got solar panels. I think we've got most of the big blocks. Just need some more. Just need some more guns on there, I think, somehow. Obviously, we don't want to overdo it though, so we've got to be careful. I think a couple more laser plasma guns on there, I think will top it off nicely. But yeah, I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much, everyone, for bearing with me today. I am sorry about the quality of the stream. I will have the problem addressed, hopefully, by next stream, which will hopefully be Friday night's game night over on YouTube and DLive. I don't know what we're playing. Actually, we haven't announced that yet, so keep an eye on Discord for that one. But yeah. Otherwise, I'll see you during the week, guys. And yeah, again, I don't know what's going on about next Sunday, so I'll again announce that on Discord. Keep an eye out. But thank you to all my helpers today with spotlights and stuff. It's a lot of fun building on the Foundry server. Yeah, especially when the server's not misbehaving and doing weird stuff. So that's always good. But thank you, everyone. Thank you again for all the subs, the bits, and stuff. Big shout out to Wraith Maiden and Fluff. Thank you very much. Loose MD318. Stubert for the subs as well, and Red 5. Yeah, much appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you to Dragoon for hanging out with me. Thanks to XCow as well, popping in. Appreciates. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful week. Bye.
Can I say Happy Easter?
You can say Happy Easter. You can say Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. Happy
Easter Sunday, yeah.
Easter Sunday. Yeah.
I didn't get an egg.
Hmm.